IUPUI, a small school located inside downtown Indianapolis, the basketball city. The basketball program was built in 1969. Players fight for March Madness year after year, while in 2003, a young man named Matthew Crenshaw made their dream come true.
When I first got to IUPUI was a commuter campus. Wasn't much student involvement with athletics. And over the years, it gradually changed. IUPUI was known as a commuter school. People kind of go to just IUPUI like they start somewhere else and they come to IUPUI to finish. It wasn't a lot of per se maybe first-time students. They leaving high school and picking IUPUI. It was deemed as working, people that have to work, and then they come to IUPUI in the evenings or something like that. My first year, depending upon the game, it was a medium crowd, but certain games it was, standing room only. And then my second and third year, it was games that were standing room only. And then even across campus, like nowadays you see students wearing IUPUI, all the sports, but it's not just the sports teams. At those times, and the 2000s, it was just like the sports teams wearing IUPUI gear. So it was good and bad because the student athletes were able to stick out, but at the same time, it was the students didn't have pride about attending IUPUI. So that's changed over the years drastically, and it's good to see.
Crenshaw still remembers that at the beginning of the season, everybody didn't get along so well.
2002, 2003 is the so-called special year. That was our goal, number one goal from day one, going to the NCAA tournament. That's all we talked about. That year, I think we were below 500 until middle of December. We win a couple, lose a couple, had a tough schedule, I believe, to start the year off, and things didn't get going well. We get smacked, but we played at Michigan, and Coach Amick was there. They were really good, and we were right there in the game, had a chance to win it. They kind of fouled us all out. 3 or 4 of us, our starting 5, fouled out. Everything that could have went wrong. We lost bad at home, and that was one thing that never really happened. We would have liked to get going, but once we got through like the end of December, had a team meeting, and we just talked about our goals. Players just kind of met and talked, and, hey man, let's keep our heads up, let's be positive. We got the team, we got the talent, let's trust in one another, believe in one another, and it was, some things like that. And, then we just started playing better in conference play.
While the conference game is gonna be different.
Win our first 2 conference games in the conference tournament, pretty much easy. The Southern Utah game, I want to say they came back. We were up 18 or so, and they came back and cut it to like 4 or 5. And then we ended up winning. We played Valparaiso in the conference finals, and it was just an odd, kind of strange day in the game. It's back and forth. We end up kind of taking the lead. 6 minutes left in the game. We get 4 stops, we'll win. And then we end up getting a couple stops. We're up 4. We don't score. They come down and score. It's under 15 seconds. All we had to do was take the ball in, get fouled. One of my teammates, he was trying to make a play, trying to get fouled. He does not get fouled. Valpo steals it, score. Now the game's tied. I don't know, maybe 7 seconds left. We call timeout, go to the bench. Coach Hunter kind of called me like the playmaker. And then he just told me to make a play, make the right read. And throughout that week, Coach Price, he was one of the assistant coaches at the time, he had talked about, hey man, just knock down this pull-up, shoot the pull-up. You got your form looks good, have confidence in the shot, take the pull-up jumper. I kind of came up the court at peace. It was one of those moments you didn't hear the crowd. It just kind of seemed like it was just you and me and that one person out there on the court. And it was just kind of a quiet calmness at that moment. And so I'm taking it, and I was able to hear like the TV broadcaster later, like, what is Crenshaw doing? He needs to hurry up. Crenshaw needs to hurry up. And just kind of came up the court, made a quick move, and shot a pull-up jumper. And it goes in. I think it's 1 second left, and game's over. We kind of make history.